So does religion promote war or peace? Jagraj Singh joins us, who used to be in the British Army. Now he video blogs about Sikhism. Welcome to the programme. Thanks very much for being here. I just want to pick up that point about religion being hijacked. Yasmin, do you think the Archbishop has a point when he says that?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think I went to mosque 2 weeks ago and I have never heard, I belong to a Shia community and we're very liberal and so on. I've never heard so many people come up to me and say, will we survive? These guys are absolutely slaughtering everything that's good about Islam and hate other religions. So I think we are in a bad place with religion at the moment. Hard to justify it.
Yeah. And Jagraj, you were a former soldier, as we said, in the British Army, and you're a practising Sikh. I wonder sometimes whether those two conflict, whether the religion and war push up against one another.
They don't conflict in terms of...
where do your loyalties lie?
Well, in terms of loyalties, obviously the loyalties of a person are to the country as a soldier. I often thought about this. What if everybody has a... many people dissented from going to war because they felt that wasn't right. I guess when a government decides to go to war, they obviously make decisions, but they are still bound to certain conventions, the Geneva Convention, for example. And every soldier is taught that you cannot actually carry out an illegal order which conflicts with the Geneva Convention. So that always reassured me, because I think, that was a convention that I could sign up to. So you have to make your own judgment. It's not just clear from outside that you must do exactly what the officer says. Well, actually, I was the officer, so so I wasn't able to give illegal orders. The fact was that you had to always make a judgment, and you were a moral agent at all times. So the conflict doesn't come up as...
But did you find that the morality of your religion sometimes conflicting with the morality of your job?
Not in my case. No. I think Sikhs are quite blessed in the sense that our faith is very progressive. It's very much about respecting other people and everybody's rights. Now, obviously, there are times where soldiers have carried out questionable acts, but that has been dealt with in the British Army. And I felt the British Army is a place where actually you are able to confront certain things that could in other places, in other countries, or any of the other governments, they're kind of brushed aside and just say, let's not discuss about that. But actually, the British government's been quite rigid about making sure that the laws are followed. So I was very happy in the British Army, and I think British values are very enlightened values. They go in line with Sikhism. Sikhs should join the army. Obviously, on a personal level, there are situations like you're far away from your family, but every soldier faces that. But I think for a faith community, it's harder. But it doesn't conflict in terms of values.
All right, thanks very much for that. Owen, you are an atheist, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Do you think that religion is a force for good, and that both sort of religion and, for example, what Jaggi does religion sits comfortably, or in the case of what we've been seeing with Islamic State, is it hijacked?
Well, it is being hijacked in that sense, and, it's interesting that many of the British jihadis who've been going abroad to Syria, what did they order on Amazon before they went over? Islam for Dummies is what they ordered, which shows their knowledge of Islam is fairly limited, to say the least. The point I'm making is religion isn't automatically a force for good or a force for bad. It's been used to justify anything, and it's been used, if I think of Christianity, to justify socialism, and I've got ancestors who are proud Methodists and socialists. It was used to justify right-wing dictatorships like General Franco in Spain. And what happens is people pick and choose bits of religion, take it out of context maybe, or focus on particular areas to justify their own preconceived ideas. For me, the important thing as a secularist is that the state just keeps its nose out of the affairs of religion, and religion keeps its nose out of the affairs of the state.
Can it keep its nose out of religion when there are acts of atrocities which are being carried out, James, in the name of religion?
Yes. Well, you have to rephrase that question. What exactly are you asking me?
Well, it's about if we're looking at the Islamic State, for example, the reason why people are sticking their nose in is because the Islamic State is using...
I just mean we shouldn't have an established church, for example. I'm saying we should keep the state and organised religion as separate identities and respect each other's different religious beliefs, but not allow religion to intrude on the state sphere in order to protect everybody's rights, believers and non-believers. I'm not saying, obviously, with the case of
Yeah,
the Islamic State, we
we've
don't
seen
need
an
action.
established
Obviously,
state
everyone
religion.
agrees with that,
think-
of some sort.
I think we're in danger. We're all in danger of agreeing with each other. This is the problem. I think this is why I was so shocked. I was agreeing with Owen Jones. That
Let's not make a habit of this, James.
No, I know it's very worrying. But if you look at the great wars in history, for example, you see that, or the great cataclysms caused by humans, Mao's famine, which caused 50 million deaths, perhaps. That wasn't about religion. The Taiping Rebellion was about religion, and that killed about the same number of people. I'd say that irreligion kills as many people as religion does. It's become
bad people.
fashionable
Bad people
post-Richard
kill people.
Dawkins to say, yes, religion causes wars, that's why we must ban religions. I don't buy that line. I think, some religions are good, some religions are bad, some religions get perverted. I think what we're seeing going on in northern Iraq right now is clearly bad religion in action.
Yeah, I think people can be good. Religious people can be good or bad, and I think what we shouldn't be scared of is actually confronting people who are religious but are doing the wrong thing. When you start feeling that, oh, I don't want to confront this person because they might get offended about me criticising their religion, well, that's when we have problems like what we have now, where actually this should have been nipped in the bud a long time ago.
But let's not forget, most Muslims look at Islamic State and are as disgusted
Absolutely.
as anybody
Okay.
else watching this
We're going to
programme.
head back and join Bobby Friction at the London Mellow. What are people saying there, Bobby?
Vaheguru